This is your Barbados Today morning news update for Tuesday, September the 25th. I'm Emmanuel Joseph. Thanks for joining us. Topping the news at this hour, there were mixed reactions from residents of New Orleans, the city, yesterday as they struggled to come to grips with the shocking memory of witnessing masked bandits rampage through their community Sunday, shooting it up and leaving a trail of bullet holes dotting a number of their homes. When a team from Barbados Today visited the district yesterday evening, a somber mood hung over the area, with many homeowners assembling at various points, quietly reflecting on the ordeal they said began on Saturday and escalated on Sunday. Tony Rock said he grew up in the area. However, upon seeing the masked bandits, he broke for cover despite having a stroke recently.
When I first heard the gunshots, I looked around back because I thought it was something I was hollering. But then when I saw me in ski mask, and then I decided I got to run now.
Another resident who didn't want to be identified said while she acknowledged that things would happen in life, she did not expect gunmen to shoot up her district in the way they did. In other news now, pensioners and other investors in government paper turned out in their numbers at the Courtney Blackman Grand Sale of the Central Bank yesterday to discuss exchanging of their old instruments for new ones. The exercise, which forms part of government's debt restructuring program, saw some 130 investors responding during the 7-hour period available, well beyond the number expected by the central bank. Those speaking to Barbados Today after emerging from the debt exchange forum expressed the common view that even if they wanted to reject the new investment offer, they had no choice but to accept. Another major concern coming to light was the drastic cut in the interest rate, which pensioners were now being offered on their debentures and treasury notes, and the 15-year wait for final payment. One woman who did not want to be identified said she now has to reorder her life because she had been depending on the high interest rate to live. Now it's dropped from between 6 and 7% to 1%. While praising the organization of the debt exchange exercise, Desmond Critchlow described the offer as a done deal.
I don't think the way they have it structured, the government has it structured, that is much of a good choice other than signing up. They tell you fairly clearly, I mean, this is the best way to go, because outside of this, you might find that the government run into trouble if they don't get the 75% of people they want, and they will have to move to a different auction, which may be more onerous than what they're now proposing. So I suspect, from what I'm hearing from people in there and from the video, that most people will sign up initially. I am talking about pensioners only.
And consultant to the Employment Rights Tribunal, Winston Chase, another pensioner who turned up at the Central Bank complex yesterday, had no complaints about the exchange offer.
Yes, I understand the offer, and if it's for the interest of the country, I think that this would be the best decision you should take.
A retired medical practitioner who traveled with his debentures said he had been investing in government paper for the past 50 years and would continue to do so. After more than 2 decades in operation, the Caribbean Credit Bureau is on the verge of going out of business, while a new foreign-owned full-service credit bureau is set to take its place. Barbados Today has learned that the decision to wind down the operations was made on Friday, following a meeting between founder and CEO of the credit management firm Grady Clark and the Fair Trading Commission. The existing bureau had sought to get the FTC to step in and stop the new company from setting up in Barbados, but the credit bureau was told there was nothing the FTC could do.
There's regional and international news after this short break.
Barbados Today, news you can trust.
Welcome back with news from the region now. With the Jamaica government instituting new states of public emergency in Kingston and St. Andrew, anti-crime measures in Westmoreland are reaping some benefits. National Security Minister Horace Chang says the battle against rising crime has been intensified with the activities of one major gang being curtailed.
We have made several operational changes in Westmoreland which had significant success initially. We have seen the thing moving again. We are doing some work down there, which I can't go into details on, but the Westmoreland crime is driven by a number of gangs, which we have identified, and we'll be taking steps to dismantle them. One, in fact, was pretty heavily degraded, the Dexter Street gang, and you'd have noticed that the killing in Savlamar proper has been reduced.
And on the international scene, Deputy Attorney General Rod Rosenstein will meet with President Donald Trump Thursday amid mounting questions about his future and what a dramatic Justice Department shakeup will mean for Special Counsel Robert Mueller's Russian investigation. We join the CNN for more.
The man in charge of the probe, Deputy Attorney General Rod Rosenstein, may be out of a job in the next few days. After meeting with White House Chief of Staff John Kelly today and talking on the phone with the president, the White House announced Rosenstein will meet face-to-face with President Trump on Thursday, saying in a statement, at the request of Deputy Attorney General Rod Rosenstein, he and President Trump had an extended conversation to discuss recent news stories. They will meet on Thursday when the president returns to Washington, D.C.
And that's news, but for the very latest, visit our website at www.barbadostoday.bb. You can also subscribe to our e-paper, email updates, or like us on Facebook, and sign up for breaking news alerts via WhatsApp. We are also on Izumi Media in-bus terminals, as well as Screenplay at supermarkets and gas stations near you. Now, you can also hear us on Mix 96.9 FM. I'm Emmanuel Joseph. Have a fantastic day.